Hello again, everyone. Happy Friday. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing today? I hope you're having a good day so far. As you can tell, I've got a very hoarse voice. I've had a head cold this week. So I've kind of felt pretty crappy. But hey, I'm still here. And I was on earlier on YouTube, and I had to go. I told you that my granddaughter and I were going to spend a little time together. We went out and did some shopping, went out and had lunch, and then I carried her home. But I told you guys earlier, right before I got off the live, that I was for sure that pharmacy would have some kind of sale going on this weekend. And so help me, I hadn't closed that live 10 minutes and I got the notification that pharmacy had a sale going on this weekend. You can always look for great deals, promos, BOGOs, some kind of sale going on pharmacy. So I thought, well, I'm going to go back on there and I'm going to put on a little eyeshadow because I done put on some makeup today. I may touch up a few odd and ends here, but for the most part, I wanted to come on here and tell you about the deal that's going on this weekend. There was a couple of people that had stated they wanted to go on there and purchase something. And I was thinking, well, maybe if they did it this weekend, they could take advantage of getting a free set. So, as always, anytime you spend $75 or more on my website, pharmacy always gives you free shipping. But this weekend, when you spend $75 or at least $75 is in your shopping cart, you will notice at the bottom of the list where your list of items that you have purchased are, you will see two sets. And in those two sets, you will get to pick one of those for free. Now, you won't see those until at least $75 worth of products is in your shopping cart, okay? So with that being said, one of the free sets is going to be your calendula. The calendula face wash and a calendula face cream. Hello, Phil. There will be two choices there, and this is one of them. And this calendula is really good if you have very dry, sensitive skin. This calendula face cream is going to help to hydrate and moisturize your skin if it is very dry and sensitive. That's what this is for. The calendula is a really good skincare line. And this face cream, along with this face wash, which is a really good face wash to cleanse your skin, remove the dirt, oil, grime, grease, whatever, pollution, anything that has landed on your face, got in your pores. This right here can be a free set for you just for spending $75 or more this weekend on my website. Plus, you're going to get free shipping. Okay? So I wanted to tell you about these. These are really great products. These really are. Hey, Dennis, how are you doing? But this is free this weekend. This weekend only for spending $75 or more, okay? The other option is, if you don't choose this one, is the micellar water. Now, everybody loves micellar water. Now, I'm here to tell you, I take this micellar water ever so often, and I take me a makeup pad, and I dabble just a little of this micellar water on this pad, and it will remove my makeup without any harsh rubbing, anything like that. It just takes away my makeup, even my mascara, okay? This micellar water. Now, hello, Isaiah. Also, the micellar water isn't just for removing makeup. If you don't have to wear makeup, do you realize that when you lay in your bed at night and you're sleeping, that particles in the air lands on your face and you can get up in the morning and you can use a little of this micellar water on a pad or a wipe or a washcloth, whichever you choose, and you're going to see something on there. Even though you cleansed your face, you washed your face, this micellar water removes all that dirt, oil, and grime. Okay? That's another one. Plus, with this, you will get your choice of one of our Latino lip lacquers. Okay, Isaiah, thank you for stopping in, hon. I've been running some errands today myself with my granddaughter. But you get your choice of one of our Latina lip lacquers. Now, these are really great, and I highly recommend these Latina lip lacquers. All of our lipsticks, our matte lipsticks, our gloss lipsticks, any of our lipsticks, it doesn't matter. Um, 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 I forget what you call the other name, but you know the roll up lipsticks. I can't even think of it. It's on the end of my tongue. But all of our lipsticks are good. But these Latina lip lacquers, I love them a lot. And you ask why? It's because what does lacquer mean? Lacquer is a stain, okay? So when you use these Latina lip lacquers, which are very moisturizing, very hydrating, um, after several hours, 4 or 5 hours, and your lips start to feel like, I believe my lipstick might need touched up, and you grab your mirror and you go to apply and you look, you still have color because these Latina lip lacquers, they will leave a stain. Now, when I say it leaves a stain, it's just not a stain that you can't take off because you can. You can take it off. And it's not going to be no harsh rubbing on it to get it off. It will come off with no problem. But if you're out and about and you just can't, you don't have to worry about it because your lips still have that color of whatever color you chose in your Latina lip lacquer is on your lips. Okay. So if you don't choose the micellar water and the Latina lip lacquer as your free set, you can get the calendula face wash and toner. Either one of these is yours free this weekend just for spending at least $75 or more. Plus, you're going to get free shipping. I had to come back on here and tell you guys that because to me, that's awesome. They are constantly having great sales. Okay. So earlier when I was on live, we used some illuminating primer and we used the BB cream, which is what I used, and we used cream stick blush and cream stick bronzers. And I used the new intensive lift intense lift mascara, and I've been watching that website closely because I'm waiting on this to come back in stock because I want to stock up on these. Okay, this is the best mascara. I want you to just look at these eyelashes. I mean, that was one coat. And you guys that's been following me know that I have very short, very sparse eyelashes. But this mascara gives me lashes. And I love that. Okay. So I thought, well, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to put that under my leg. We're going to kind of heat that up a little bit. And then I'll try to add just a tad more. Normally, I would not try to add that to mask my eyelashes because they're already dry. When you want to add more mascara, you should always do that while they're still wet, still damp, okay? And I may not need it, but I thought if nothing else, I would come on here and we would put on a little eyeshadow just so we could talk and maybe someone might just show up and be interested in checking out the deal this weekend and getting your free set because I love free and who don't? I'm sure everybody does. Hey, y'all see my shirt? I wore this out today. I had a lot of compliments on it. It says, I love God. but some of his children get on my nerves. Now, I know we all think like that sometimes. We all think like that sometimes, but yet at the same time, we just love everybody. But some are hard to love. I totally understand that. Yes, there's a big difference in these lashes. Okay, I haven't used this palette in a while. This is the Rose Dune eyeshadow palette. It has matte colors. It has metallic, and it has glitter, and it also has some shimmer in this palette. I love all of Pharmacy's eyeshadow palettes. Y'all, I am feeling rough today. I'm not going to lie. I know I'm on the mend, but I'm actually feeling rough. I actually started a Z pack today because I've just not had much energy at all this week. And getting up and going to work every day was a task for sure. Uh, when my granddaughter and I went shopping and out to lunch today, I had a lady tell me, she said, "You can see that you feel bad by your eyes." I'm like, "Well, I do, honey, but look, I got to keep on keeping on, okay?" So if I set myself up to be in a better mood and a happy place, then you feel better, even when you're sick. And my granddaughter, bless her heart, she started getting nauseous and was feeling upset in her stomach. And so we went out to this Italian restaurant and she couldn't even eat. She was like, "Nana, I've got a stomach virus or something." Now, I don't have them symptoms. I've got a head cold, something going on here because mine's all in my head. Plus, I don't have any energy. Hey, Corn Pop, you back again? Okay, so we're going to go and we're going to work with this Rose Dune eyeshadow palette. And we're going to put a little glam on these eyes. Thank you, Isaiah. I hate to be down. I can't stand it. I will fight it tooth and nail. I will fight it tooth and nail. Okay, I'm going to go on here and I'm going to start out with this very, very light. It's very, very light, almost white, but it's a very light pink. And I'm going to use that as my base, okay? And I'm just going to let this brush glide back and forth across my lid here, or under my brow, on the brow bone here. And I want it to go right up above the crease of my eye, okay? As the day progresses, I've been noticing this, Corn Pop, every day this week. As the day progresses and it gets closer to dark 30, that's when I really start feeling bad. And I've always known that growing up. You would seem like that's when you run fevers, was at night. And I hate that. You feel pretty good. Well, when I first got up this morning, I felt poopy. And I said, well, I'm going to get a shower. I got a good hot shower and just let that water just beat on my head and maybe kind of loosen it up some. But as the day progressed, it's back to feeling really drained again. Hey, sunshine. Been waiting to see you at church. I know your daddy's been waiting on it. He's a good guy. So because I have a hooded eye, I like to take my base shadow and I like to go right above the crease of my eye, okay? And that way your hood don't look so hooded. Hey, Joe. How are you doing? Okay? You see how I just let that just go right above the crease of my eye here. This is if you have a hooded eye, which I do, okay? And I'm just letting it glide back and forth. You've been sick 6 days. There's a lot of people sick. Well, it's crazy. You got the teens one day, And then you got 71 the next. I don't see how everybody's not just sick. Thank you, Joe. My link is now posted on the live here on YouTube. It's also on Facebook. Again, if you're just joining, we have a sale that started today around noon. You spend $75 on my website. You get to pick you'll get to pick one of 2 sets for free. You can get a free calendula set, which is a face wash or a face cream. And a face cream. This comes together. This is one of the sets. You can get a calendula face wash. Hey, Mary. A calendula face wash and a calendula face cream. Now, if you have very dry or sensitive skin, this is for you. This face wash is amazing. It really is. I use it myself. I use several of our skincare lines products. Face washes, I use several of them. My skincare line that I like the most is and will always be the Resurface line. Hey, Laura. But the calendula is also a great one. And this calendula face cream is really good to moisturize. Again, if you have dry and sensitive skin. Okay. So this is free for you. I have been sick, yes, ma'am. I have been. It's just going around. It's some kind of sinus infection. We've got the flu going around. You got all kinds of sicknesses, the colds. My granddaughter has a stomach virus. It's always something, is it not? Hey, I feel bad, but they can't keep me down. They can't keep me down. The other is the micellar water and the Latina lip lacquer lipstick. Okay, this is another one. If you don't choose the calendula, you can get this amazing micellar water. I love it. And I really love the Latina lip lacquers. I love them. You have color on your lips for hours, okay? Because that lacquer leaves the stain of that color on your lip. So you don't have to worry about when your lips get dry about touching them up if you're out and about. Because I'm telling you, you're still going to have color on your lips. Thank you so much, Laura. Thank you so much. I love that micellar water myself. That's what I was telling them. It can remove your makeup without harsh rubbing, this micellar water. I'm telling you, it's really good. But again, it don't have to be makeup that you are removing. Just removing dirt, oil, and grime from your skin. This stuff is amazing. It is so good. I mean, it is. It is so good. I love it. It's a really good product to have around. Okay. So again, I am just taking the shadow up above the crease of my eye because I have a hooded eye. Yes, it does. It leaves your skin silky smooth. It sure enough does. It really does. I love it. Okay. Yes. Yes, you have the flu, Mary. I'm so sorry, honey. Okay. Next, I'm going to go in and I'm going to use this pretty strawberry looking color here. We're going to use that next. And I'm going to use this one kind of like in the center of my lid here. I'm just going to do some circular motions right here in the center of my eye because I'm going to use a darker color on the outer edge, okay? So I'm just going to use some circular motions here just to add some of this darker color into the center of my eye. Okay? And I'm going to do the same on the other eye. I hate to feel bad. I have never been one, never have I ever been the kind of woman that like to lay around. I like to be productive. I like to be up and moving and doing something. Not necessarily always working, but I like to be doing something productive. But here lately, it seems like the older I get, when I do feel something coming on or I get a head cold or whatever it may be, it puts me down for a little bit and I get mad. So now I'm going to take my blending brush and all I'm going to do is just kind of smooth this out so we don't have any harsh lines. Okay. See the difference just by blending? Blending is the key. I've learned that to a lot of things. And when I talk about skincare, consistency is the thing. Being consistent. But blending, I'm telling you, something I never done was blending any eyeshadow because I never wore eyeshadow until I partnered with this company. And then I started, you know, experimenting and doing different things with it because I was just a mascara wearing. I would wear eyeliner, and my eyeliner was always blue. I wore blue eyeliner. I never really cared for the black, and I liked blue eyeliner. Can I tell you that I have not used that blue eyeliner pen since I've been wearing the eyeshadow? Now, I will use my eyeshadow as eyeliner, under eyeliner, but not that eyeliner pencil that I always used. And I once loved it, but I just don't care to use it. I'll use it if I were to use it now, because I have tried in the past. It made it seem like it made my eyes look smaller, and I didn't like that. And I used to didn't think like that until after I learned how to actually apply eyeshadow. Okay, because I truly didn't. I truly did not know how to really use the makeup, using it like the bronzers, the highlighter, contours. I didn't do all that. I didn't take the time to do that. I didn't take the time to want to learn to do that. I was just that simple girl. I'm still simple. I just glam up a little more now. I make the best of it. So now I'm going in with this darker color here. I mean, the really darker pink. Okay. And I'm going to work this in on the outer edge of my eye. Okay. You telling the truth when you said that? Some women are so stuck in the 80s. Let me tell you something. 80s was my best years. Okay. I would love to go back to a time like I grew up in the 80s. That was the best years of my life. Okay. It didn't seem like, looking back at it now, I had to worry. It didn't seem like when you turn the TV on, the news, that it was constantly bad. It's one bad thing after another. It was just fun. I mean, it was just fun. Seemed like everything was good. I mean, it was different. I could actually, my mama did not have to worry about me outside at dark because when that street light came on, I knew I better have my hind end at home. Okay. I knew that when that street light come on, you best be headed home. Okay. Because you knew then it was time. Now I could sit on that porch as long as I wanted to. I could hang out in that front yard. But I better have my hind end back at the house when that street light come on. I had just a few minutes to get there, so I couldn't wander far. But at the same time, you didn't worry about your children. Now, my granddaughter asked me last night, I guess it was about 8 o'clock. She said, Nana, have you checked the mail today? I said, no. I said, I seen what was coming on the mail out. It really ain't nothing important. She said, well, can I go get it? Honey, I told her, I said, let me go out there with you. I got to stand on the porch. I mean, it's that bad. It's that bad when you worry about your kid even going to the check the mailbox. I mean, you don't know what's going on out there anymore. It's awful. People say, well, I'm not going to live in fear. I'm not going to let things like that stop me from living my life. Well, it's not stopping me from living my life. But I sure do watch behind me. I look around. I take notes. I mean, you have to. This is crazy. Now I'm just blending a little bit. And did you see how I took and I brought what was on that brush and I brought that down underneath my eye as an under eyeliner? Well, the 80s and the music back then was so good. Music's not even music anymore like it once was. Everything has changed. Everything has changed. And it is. It's just crazy. But they were and will always be the best years of my life. The 80s was. Hey, Camille. You miss the designer blue jeans, do you? Oh, corn pop. What was your brand? Was it Levi's? It was mine. That was mine. The Levi straws. Now I'm just going underneath that eyebrow with that light color that I started out with. Just to highlight that just a little bit. How many out here grew up in the 80s? Now, I liked a lot of the 70s music. If you grew up in the 80s, you did, Sunshine? My daughter was born in 88, but 80s was my best years. Or the most fun years. Oh, the jeans on the girls. Oh, I should have known that. That's what I'm saying. Levi's is what girls wore when I was in school. Now, unfortunately, my Levi's were second-handed, okay? We couldn't afford to get new ones. Mama did always get us a new outfit for the first day of school. She did always do that. Mama did the best that she could do. I actually went by Mama's grave today while I was out and cleaned it up a little bit, got some old flowers off of it, and put some good ones. Yes, I wish we could go back. I did. I love the Levi's too. What you been up to, Camille? How's life been treating you? Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to grab some of this shimmer right here. Just a little of the shimmer. at Texas Roadhouse. Boy, you better stay out of Texas Roadhouse. And I'm just going to put some on the inside corner of my lid, okay? Just to kind of brighten up this inside corner here. I'm going to put a little shimmer. You see how that shimmer is? Is that not pretty? Just going to lighten up the inside here. It doesn't take much. This is a beautiful palette. All of our eyeshadow palettes are beautiful. My mama loved when I take her to Texas Roadhouse. Hey, Sophie. Thank you, honey. Thank you for being here. This is my second time on live today. This morning I came on in about noon and put on some makeup, but I didn't do any eyeshadow because my granddaughter was here and she wanted to go out and, do a little looking around, shopping, whatever. She ended up having me to get her a new backpack, which was really nice. She's into the cow print, which I like cow print too designs. And she started feeling really horrible. We went out to lunch and she couldn't even eat. She was very upset at her stomach. So I ended up taking her home. And like I said this morning when I was on the live, I said, I feel like pharmacy is going to come out with a good sale. And about 10 minutes after I got off the live, pharmacy sent me a notification that they had a sale on the website this weekend to where if you spent $75, you get to pick one of these free sets. So I thought, well, I'll go back on there and maybe do a little eyeshadow and talk about the sale. Now I'm just going to blend this in. Just only because I don't want to see any harsh lines in between the colors. It's not about blending them together. It's about not having those harsh lines, okay? That's the reason that you do that. Sophie, have you checked out the website yet? Right now is a great opportunity. Since you just joined, I will repeat that if you spend $75, once you get $75 in your shopping cart this weekend, there will be two sets, and you get to choose one of those sets for free. And one of them is the Calendula face wash and the Calendula face cream. This is a really good skincare line. Really good. This right here leaves your skin feeling so clean, so refreshed, so revived, leaves it soft. And then you've got the face cream. This is a really good moisturizer for if you have dry, sensitive skin. This calendula set, it would be perfect for that. Okay, it's really good. I highly recommend any of these skincare lines, but for me, now I use all of the face washes, exfoliating cleansers. I use any of those that I get. I purchase all of it. Okay, I do, and then a lot of it I get free, just like you guys, by spending your $75 and you get something free. So I take advantage of those sales because that's a good time to stock up on new things. Maybe it's something that you love, and then you get another one just for shopping, And then if you don't choose the calendula, you can get the micellar water and one of our Latino lip lacquers of your choice. This one is about the color of my eyeshadow that we're using today. Okay? Yes, it is better than mink oil. Oh, I just love him. It's better than mink oil, yes. Let me see. Good to be here. Thank you, beautiful. You as well, Sunshine. Thanks for stopping by, hon. You get better too. Okay? So again, I just wanted to put on a little something. All right. Let me move this laptop. All right. So we used BB cream today. This is what I used this morning. So I'm just going to kind of touch up here and there with whatever might be on this brush. Okay. All right. And then get my stuff out of the way. Get up here. And I had used the cream products this morning. If you wasn't here this morning, normally I use the Midnight Touch, the liquid bronzer, which is my favorite. And I can't express it enough. At my age, creams and liquids is my go-to. Okay. I like creams and liquids. So I always use the Midnight Touch. This is, again, one of my favorites. This is the bronzer. And then I normally would use one of the Midnight Touch blushes. But this morning, I went in and I used Wink. Is this Wink? No, this is Smize. I used Wink. This is the stick bronzer. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Joe. Thank you so much. Hey, Hope. So this is what I used this morning. I'm just going to add just a little to let you see how this one works. Okay. We just touching up. This is the same thing I used this morning. I'm just going to put a little bit here on my jawline. But these cream stick products are just as great as the liquid. They really are. Now I'm just going to press this on. Okay, I just love them. I am about the creams and the liquids. I always put a little under my bottom lip. As you know, I have very thin lips. So I love to use our lip plumpers. And I have really, really, really been loving using these peptide lip balms. So I'm going to add a little. And let my lips be getting a little plumper, more fuller as I am finishing touching up my makeup. Okay. Good night, Joe. I love that. Just contouring your face. I never realized all those years that I did not do it. I see now I should have been. What a difference. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Corn Pop. I like that black and white photo also. I do. And you know what I love about the black and whites is even in black and white, when you are taking care of your skin, it shows up. That glow, it just shows right up. I love it. I always liked black and white because growing up, that's what we had was black and white. Y'all remember the Polaroid? You would take it and you would shake it. You would shake it. I used to tell Mama, I'd say, Mama, can I shake it? She said, well, don't touch it till it's dry. I still have a bunch of Polaroid photos. It was from ChatGPT. It was actually my photo, and I just told them what to do with it. You tell them what you want them to do with your photo, and that's what they did. Like to have me laying down, to have one arm propped up. I got another one that I thought was pretty nice, that I wanted just one eye showing, okay? Just one eye. And this is the one that that I did. Just one eye. To see, that's what it looks like when I do that eyeliner around your eyes and you get that smoky eye, which is not something I really do, but that was just show one eye. And so they did. But then I liked the one eye. I mean, the two eyes. I liked that one too. So yeah. So I took. Now I want to show you guys something. It does. I want to show you guys something. Now, if you don't believe that using skincare really works, this was a Facebook memory. Today is the 13th. This was yesterday. Okay. This was February the 12th, 2022. Okay. I want you to look at the difference in my skin. Okay, I'm going to put this up close. February 12th of 2022. Can you not see the difference? I mean, can you? I mean, it's there. There is such a big difference. I see it. I see it. That was, again, that was in February the 12th of 2022. Okay. And then this was yesterday's, February the 12th, 2026. There's a big difference. I see it and I look at these dark spots. That dark spot right there. See that dark spot right there on my face? Right here's that dark spot now. It is nothing like it was. Look at the difference. There's makeup on here too, foundation. You can see my mascara. It's a big difference. Hey, you talk about you done with your little iPhone 11. At least you got an iPhone. I got the Android. I got the Android, honey. Not all of us can afford an iPhone. I know it's expensive. All my grandkids got one. But I didn't buy them. Okay, now I'm going in and I'm using the Stick Blush Play. The Stick Blush Play. Is that not a pretty color? I'm just going to add it right over the top of that bronzer. And now I'm going to blend this in. Just going to press Thank you so much for the likes. When you come on, say hello so I know who's here. Is that not beautiful? You a civilized man? I love it. Well, I feel in my heart for sure you're a good guy. You've always been kind and brought a lot of laughter to the channel. Now, I'm going to see if I can add just a little. Oh, I got it under my leg. See if we can add just a little more of the Intense Lift mascara. I'm not going to try to force it on because, again, you should never apply mascara to dry lashes because you just don't get a bunch of clumping. But I'm just going to kind of touch them up a little bit. Okay? Hey, Margaret, how you doing, hon? You a bad egg from a bad chicken? Well, cock-a-doodle-doo. Oh, Lord. How you doing, Margaret? Girl, you need to go check out your friend's website. This is the best products out there. I've been using these for years, Margaret. But the skincare I've been using 11 months. I'll be partnered with this company 1 year, March the 19th. And wow, I was just showing them on live here the difference in my skin from a Facebook memory that I got yesterday to a photo that I uploaded yesterday. And what a difference in how my skin has changed because I'm using good skincare. Okay. So there you are. We've got that eye look going on now. I'm going to touch these lips up a little bit. And I wanted to show you how you can take your blush, whether it's the cream or the liquid, or the matte lipsticks. You can use them for your eyeshadows, and you can also use them for your lipsticks. Now, this is the blush that we're using, or that I just applied. This is Play, but I'm going to use it also as a lipstick. Because I just love the color. I love it. That goes really good with the eye look. So there's so many things that you can do with your products, like the Midnight Touch, the bronzers, the highlighters. I mean, the bronzers, the blushes. You can use them for your eyeshadows and your lipstick all at the same time. There's so many things that you can do with your products. And Margaret, this weekend, if you spend $75 or more, once you get $75 in your shopping cart, there will be 2 sets at the bottom, and you get to choose one of those free. You can either get a calendula face wash and a face cream moisturizer. You can get these for free, or you can get a micellar water and a Latina lip lacquer lipstick in your choice of color. You just cannot beat it at pharmacy. Okay? So again, I just want to come on here and touch things up, tell you guys about the sale this weekend, because I want you to get all you can for your money. And I don't want to let you miss out on any opportunity to get something free. All right, Mary, you go to a lot of birthday parties. I noticed that. That's good that y'all have a lot of birthday parties. Birthday parties around here, like I have 3 grandchildren birthdays in March. one in September, and also a daughter in September. Then I have a granddaughter in December, and my son's in December. And then me and my sister's June. I mean, we're each month seems to have a lot of birthdays, but we don't get to celebrate all of them. My mama's was in June also. So this morning on live, I had a new customer order from me, and it just blessed my heart. I don't know who they were, and I don't have to know who they are, but I wish there was a way this sale would have hit when they were on and ordered, so they could have got a free set, because that would have been awesome. I love to see that. Okay, so I touched it up, and it looks just as good now as it did this morning. Believe me, it would have looked really good all day long, but I got lots of hugs and kisses from that granddaughter. She laid all over me today. We both shed a tear here and there. You know how it is. She's hugged me. I've hugged her. She's laid on me. In the restaurant, she laid out on the bench. I told her, I said, you got to get up, honey. You can't be laying around and you got all this food. She ordered she didn't realize how much she was going to get, but she wanted mozzarella sticks and French fries. Okay. I had an Italian combo, which is a silver platter or some kind of silver dish about like this. Okay. And half of it was lasagna and the other half was stuffed shells. And I really like that with a Greek salad. So, but I brought half of it home because I wasn't able to eat a lot of it. So she said, I'll have to take mine home, Nana. And I was like, well, fries really aren't that great later. But she said she would still eat them. So whether she did or she don't, I took her there. And so I made sure she did get something to eat. All righty. Does anybody have any questions about anything? Anything I can help you with? I have a link posted on both platforms. It's on Facebook and YouTube. I would love to see you guys there. Anything you want to know about? It's Valentine's weekend, you guys. It's Valentine's weekend. Okay? Treat yourself to something nice. Love on you. You guys, if you're watching, get your girl something. And then get you something. Get you something. Give your girl the free stuff. Either or. Go shop and treat yourself. Tomorrow's Valentine's. To me, I think it's a silly day, honestly. I think it's a silly day because I think you should love every day, not just on Valentine's. Every day should be Valentine's Day. Honestly. I think that's just a holiday that's, to me, it's just, I don't know. Don't get me wrong. When I was a kid, I loved having Valentine Day parties. I love that. Giving out Valentines. That was a thing. But when you get older, to me, it's just unnecessary. I tell my husband, if you want to get me anything at all, get me a box of Valentine box of Reese cups, okay? And that's what I get every year, and a card. I don't need anything more than that, and that's enough for me because those Reese cups might stay in that box a month before I even open it. But that is my favorite chocolate candy. Because if you get me a Valentine candy box with all that other stuff in it, 60% of it don't get eat. Was you like me when you was a kid? You would break it apart just to see what the color inside looked like. If it was pink, you threw it in the garbage. If it was orange, you threw it in the garbage. I wanted the caramels, the chocolates. That's what I looked for. I didn't care about that nougat or whatever you want to call it, the creamy stuff. I didn't care about that. That's the kind Grandma would say, I'll take that one. I like that one. Because she loved orange slices and things like that. And I didn't much care for that. But Grandma did. But she didn't want them too much after you done had your hands all over it and you done pulled it apart and stretched it all the way out here. She didn't care for it then. So I just say get me a Valentine box of Reese cups and you good to go. And you don't, I tell him, you don't even have to do that. I'm good. But don't you forget my birthday. I'm telling you right now, and don't you be bringing me no Reese cups on my birthday. I don't want them on my birthday. But anyways, I will let you guys get off of here. I just thought I'd come back on and let you know about the deal, the sale, because I told you earlier they would be one coming and I knew they would. All right. And that's this weekend. And anyways, I may talk to you guys again tomorrow. But if not, thank you to those that's here. Thank you for the likes, the love, the conversation. I appreciate you guys. And we'll talk to you again soon. If not, y'all have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Every day, tell your loved ones you love them, not just on February 14th. Let them know your actions speak. Okay? All righty. Y'all have a good one. We'll talk to you again soon. Okay? Hey, Monia. Hey, Monia. I've seen you as